we got tea. We just got back from the official premiere viewing party, and we got some tea. Hey guys, it's Mimi. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. If you are new, hello. I'm a Latter-day Saint YouTuber. I make videos every week, and this is our new series all about Provo's Most Eligible, which is a dating show that happens in Provo. But like we said, we just went to the official premiere for the first episode, and we actually had a really good time. Yeah, we were there for hours just chatting with everybody after. Shout out to everybody that we met. Yeah, the first episode. What did you guys think? What were your thoughts?
I enjoyed myself. Didn't think I was gonna like it as much as I did. It's just not something I'm into that I didn't watch the first season. I'm sorry. But I actually thought it was entertaining.
Going there and meeting everybody, it was a ton of fun. So
totally, yeah, that was the best part. They did a great job with their casting. I think everyone they picked was totally unique, was confident in themselves, which is what you need going onto reality TV. So I really, really enjoyed it. It was a ton of fun. I watched all of last season, and they definitely made some huge improvements. Yeah, so basically in this video today, we are doing a recap and a little bit of a reaction to the first episode of season 2 of Provo's Most Eligible. So basically they start with an intro, and Colin is there from last season, and they talk all about what happened with him and Annalee, which, to sum it up, they're not together anymore, which is unfortunate, but I mean, she knew she was going on a mission, so we kind of were expecting that. And then after that, they did a new introduction with the 3 beautiful, amazing bachelorettes. We met each of them tonight.
They're lovely.
And they are amazing humans. Seriously, they're all so sweet.
Darling.
I was talking to Ellie tonight, and she was like, it's super weird that all the fans, well, not all of them, but a lot of the fans are saying, I'm team this girl or team this girl, when the girls aren't competing against each other. So just so you guys know, we can all support all the women, because they're seriously all so amazing. Anyway, so after the introduction, they did an interview with all of the girls, and we got some pretty good info on them. It wasn't just the basic small talk. They talked about their relationship history and who they're looking for in a guy. And super interesting, Lauren, we know, has been divorced in the past, and she's older. She seems really honest, down to earth, and she talked about how she's really looking for a guy who she can have a family with. Yeah. She also said she would consider marriage if it was the right person. And also our girl Ellie said if it was the right person, the right time, that she would consider marriage as well.
Yeah.
Which was interesting because she's only 19.
Yeah.
But
which is on the younger side.
Yeah.
But it can work. I mean, my mom, I think, was 2 weeks into 20 when she married my dad.
Yeah, I was 20 when I got married too, and Eric and I started dating when I was 18. We definitely took it slow. We didn't get married right when I was 18 or anything, but anyway, I definitely think it can happen.
It definitely can work.
So the next part of the show, they actually went on the dating app Mutual, who actually was a sponsor for their show. So go Provo's Most Eligible, get that coin. So basically each of the 30 guys chose one girl who they were the most interested in, and then the girls swiped on each guy. So each girl said yes or no. And then occasionally it's mutual. So the guy picked the girl and the girl picked the guy, and then they met each other, and they kind of did the cheesy line where they would bring them chocolate or whatever. One of our favorites was Keaton, who brought literally a puppy, which was
darling.
Amazing.
So darling.
So Walker did really cute Harry Potter inspired little intro. But then, and B is the one that he selected, and she also chose him. All girls said yes on Walker, and then B is hey, do you remember me? We've met before. And he's like, what? He could not remember. And here's the thing. Later in the episode, do you want to explain this part?
Sure. Sorry, I'm a little salty. Just a lot salty. So later in the episode, he sat down with B and totally, instead of manning up and being I'm so sorry, I don't remember, remind me where we met, totally made up a lie, bluffed through it, tried to be oh yeah, I know you from this thing. And she's no, actually, that's not. And he's I meant this other place. Just flying by the seat of his pants. Man up, be honest, and just be sorry, I don't remember. That I feel would have gone over a lot better.
And total respect to B too, because she's so cute. We freaking love B. She's no, she did not put up with this crap.
It was amazing.
And
she called us BS.
Yeah, which I totally appreciate, because I feel in that situation, it'd be so easy to be oh yeah, that was it, and
just the awkward situation,
right? But she didn't.
She let him squirm, and I appreciate that.
We'll see. Do you guys think he'll make it very far? No.
Let us know in the comments.
A punk.
Yeah, let us know what you think if you're a fan of Walker or if you are not. Megs obviously is it,
I'm
but
sorry
that's okay.
for
You
my
can have your own.
comments. You can love him.
Best dress goes to Kwaku out of the whole show.
Oh,
like we can all agree,
He
Kwaku
looked classy.
yes,
Yeah.
always has great fashion. I'm so proud of him. He did so good in his interview.
Yeah.
So proud of you, Kwaku. Also, funny thing, I actually knew this from before, but Kwaku and Lauren had dated in the past, and I remember like a way long time ago, I would like, hey, Kwaku and I'd be talking. He's like, yeah, I'm like talking to this girl. Like she's been divorced before, but she's really cool. Like, and I remember him like telling me about her, but it didn't work out. So I'm really interested to see now that he's on her team, like how that actually goes for like a second chance at it. Because now I feel like he's in a different place. He's taking things more seriously, so maybe it might work out. But knowing that Lauren is more like looking for something serious, I don't know how that's gonna go, to be completely honest.
We have the two brothers. No one swiped on Nathan. It's so sad.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie though. Like, this is just like, whatever. Like, we were talking big time rush like last video, but I don't know if he had as much swagger as like that Best gave him.
Totally.
Or on the shy side.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because he actually ended up making it and his older brother did not. And
Yeah.
I love how they
He's the
had
one that
some like
swipes.
sibling rivalry and the older brother's like, I'm gonna crush him. And then the younger brother was so cute. He's like, I've always just been living in my older brother's shadow. And like now he is breaking out. He's his own person. He made it, his brother didn't. And we can watch him as an individual, which I'm really excited to see.
And hopefully his brother will be supportive and not bitter about it.
I'm sure he will. They look so close.
Yeah, they seem like they had a good friendship.
Okay, so Dan, oh my gosh, he's so funny.
Yeah,
he's so
Oh
funny.
my gosh.
And did we not pick him to be with B?
Yeah.
Like that was like we knew it. We so called it,
that.
and now they just match so perfect.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
jive real well together.
I'm definitely like a pro ship that relationship.
I
for
love
them.
that they were
too.
both like getting into the whole dancing thing as they were going. Like it wasn't just her like awkwardly like, okay. She was like, yeah. Well, I'm down for this. I'm here for that.
Hey guys, so one other thing that we also forgot to mention is something that we noticed at the premiere is that B and Dan were sitting next to each other and like laughing and joking the whole time. We don't know if this means that they actually maybe they ended up together or they're just friends afterwards, or I feel like they might be extra careful because they don't want to show who they're actually dating, so they might not be sitting next to each other. So anyway, that's just something that we also forgot to mention that we noticed.
So Devin is a blonde kid, super, super blonde hair. He ended up getting picked onto B's team, I believe. Anyway, we met him in person. Seemed a little bit salty based on our comments in the last video, which I didn't think were that bad. He seems like
It's not too much Tool though. I feel like
Not
there's
too
like a
much.
little, there's like a sprinkle of Tool.
that. Devin, we are sorry that we called you a tool. B loved Eric. Yeah, it was kind of awkward because some of them, like B and Ellie both swiped up on Eric, but he chose Ellie. After they did the whole mutual meeting, they got one-on-one time with each girl. Each guy did. And him and B, like, really hit it off.
Yeah, they had a good conversation.
Yeah, and then he ended up being on her team. So we'll definitely have to watch and see how that goes because she was super into him.
Yeah.
And he
she
seemed really
was.
into her too by the end.
Yeah.
There's this guy named Ben. You might remember him from our last video. He had not accepted my follow request on Instagram, but he was the only guy who didn't. We don't know whatever happened with him. We're like, maybe he had a girlfriend and that's why he didn't accept the follow request. But he made it on to a team
Yeah.
and he was just did not
Cocky.
come across the right way.
His whole scene where he was like, I don't really connect with any of the girls, so if they pick me, it's gonna be because of my looks. And then when he was like, and if they don't pick me, I've got tons of girls off the show that want to date me. I'm like, okay, boy, calm down.
He was so out there, so cocky. Like maybe it was prompted and he was like, okay, I'll play this character for the entertainment of the show.
Yeah.
We really don't know. He wasn't there. I don't think we didn't see him
we
tonight.
weren't able to talk to you. Sorry, I'm making a snap judgment based on
No,
an
it's okay. I
edited
mean, that
piece
is,
of film.
but that's how he's portraying himself, so he has to expect that kind of feedback. But I just wonder how much of it is authentic, because who is like that in real life? So our boy Jake, I feel like we didn't really give him that much attention in our last video, but we met him in person. He's so nice.
Yeah.
If you don't remember,
yeah.
he's
We like
fanny
Jake.
pack guy. He wore a fanny pack
he
like
just had a lot of
every
good
time.
energy. I felt like he's very
Totally.
enthusiastic and just excited to be there.
But Johnny, we knew he was one of our predictions that he'd go far.
Yes.
He's the one who's starting dental school, and all
was
three
darling.
girls swiped on him.
Yeah.
He ended up picking Lauren, who
They're so cute.
we ship them.
Yeah,
If they don't
we
get
like
married,
that.
we will probably be depressed. Like they,
hardcore.
they just have to be together.
And like the bracelet that she made for him, like it wasn't for anyone else. Like it was
Right.
Canadian colors and Texas colors, and they swapped, and it was so cute.
Like, you can tell they already are, like, deeper into the relationship than she is with the other guys.
Yeah,
any of them are
absolutely.
with any of the guys. Okay, Scott. We freaking love Scott. We met him in person as well. He's our little Georgia peach.
He's very
super,
sweet.
super nice in person. He ended up on Ellie's team.
Yeah.
And when he met her for the first impression thing, he gave her a letter and he said, don't open this until our first date. Which I thought was really cute. It gave me total Jim and Pam vibes from The Office with the teapot letter. But you didn't like it, huh?
I just was sweet, but also kind of came off like a little creepy, cringy. I don't know. I mean, like,
Okay.
what would you say in a letter to a complete
Well,
stranger?
here's my thing.
That
This
is very true.
like super smart though, if you think about it, because then he's like, well, I mean, I'm gonna slip that in there, and she's not gonna be able to open it till our first date anyway. So it's like play there, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause
to make her
Totally.
think
he's
about
never-
it.
But I mean,
Thinking
I
about
wonder
it.
what it says.
Yeah,
I
that-
hope we get to know at some point. Okay, Tyler Trent is the guy who came in on that kiddie bike with the sparklers.
Yeah.
We know he has a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Here it is again. We already went over it in the last video.
You guys, I'm shook. So basically, Tyler Trent, he had a picture with his girlfriend, and I just looked on his Instagram. It is no longer there. I guess it's because he made the finals. He made a team, and so they asked him to take it down. But luckily, still have a screenshot of the picture that he posted, and we will insert it. But that's some tea. I don't know. Maybe they broke up, but it's more likely that they just asked him to take it down for the show. So.
Yeah.
I was shocked when he got on a team. I thought for sure, like, he got off the show early and was able to start dating someone.
Well, maybe he gets eliminated the next episode. We don't know.
We'll see.
But
But
I
the fact
agree
that
with
it's already in August, he posted a picture with a girlfriend, professional photos they got done together.
Yeah.
And they filmed this in June. So, I mean, that is pretty
Pretty
quick
fast.
to jump into something. Then after they had the mutual stuff, they all met one-on-one with the girls, like we said. Couple standouts here in this part of the video. We have freaking Jub in the club. JW.
My gosh.
I have no words. I was just shocked.
Yeah.
His first impression was literally this.
It's like,
Like, that was it.
right?
I think he like knows that he
Do
danced terribly, and he like just went for it. You know what
He
I'm saying?
really went for
well,
it.
I mean, it paid off. He got on a team.
He did. He
Yeah.
got on
And
Lauren's team.
I think maybe that's kind of like how in her little intro she was like, I want someone that has like a childlike heart and is down to do funny things spontaneously.
And it wasn't just like it came up in conversation like, oh, I love to dance. Let me show you my moves. Every single girl.
Yeah.
Every single girl. He did the
Yeah.
like
His
action.
signature.
He's just gonna be known for that for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
Like he
Yeah.
just has to accept it. Neil, you guys. So he
Oh.
was the one in the turtleneck that everybody made fun of the whole time.
But like, he got to be on a motorcycle.
He
And it was
did.
cool. And he looked cool.
He did. He looked
So-
very European.
Yeah, very suave.
90s.
That's my thing, is I'm like, Neil was cool, but Neil was cool in the 90s. I don't think he was necessarily cool, like, now did. But, like, if you smack him right in the middle, like, Friends era, we're right there.
He was
You were-
born in the wrong time
Right.
period. Just
Yeah.
straight up.
Uh-huh.
And he didn't end up making a team. And his was like, I think he was sad.
Sad, yeah.
Like, because he was sitting there like smiling, but I
Oh.
feel like he went home and cried. Like, no offense. Like, I just genuinely felt for him. Next, our Superman curl. What was his name again?
It just was like a lot. Like you had the pink suit, the very floral printed shirt, and then like the rollerblades and the Polaroid. I just pick one. Pick one
Agreed.
and like go strong with that rather than trying to juggle 5 of them. And I think it was a little overwhelming. And then I don't understand why he brought the roller skates. It wasn't like he was skating with the girls. He was just kind
It was just him.
of skating.
He would have been better off with Heelys. I
Yeah.
think. I feel like that's more casual.
That would have been cool. Like come in and glide and be like, hey,
Miss Heelys. If those came back in, I'd be all over it.
Yeah.
One other thing too that Ellie said when we talked to her, we talked to Ellie forever. She's so sweet, so awesome.
Oh,
Check out her
darling.
channel if you haven't already.
I love her.
But she said she was a little bit surprised with like the interaction. She was like, it felt a lot more awkward than they made it look on the show.
Oh yeah.
So I think that's interesting because I
Really?
feel like it already looked pretty awkward.
Well, the fact that I just feel like it's a game show almost environment, cultivation, and you're jockeying for position, like it's gonna be weird. And you're meeting a complete stranger that you're trying to charm and like what, you have a minute, 2 minutes to chat before another guy's like swooping in. I can understand how that would be awkward because it's like, what do you talk about to try to actually get to know this person?
Also, another thing, James the Mormon, I feel like a ton of people were like really pumped to see him on the show. He was in like 30 seconds. Like he was not in any of it at all. And it turns out he has social anxiety, so he didn't want to be in the environments where there's like a ton of people around. So he like wasn't there for the like one-on-one time with the girls. He had one-on-one time, I think, just with Lauren later.
I think she sought him out.
I think she did too.
Went to go find him.
But for that reason, he didn't make it onto a team. So that was the one and only episode that he was on. Unfortunately, I was excited to see how he did, but. So then the last thing that happened on the episode is after they all got to chat with each of the girls, each girl gave their list to production of their top 6 guys. And then they each got a team of 6 people. And then basically how they did it is all the guys were lined up, and then they called the guys one by one based on the lists of the 18 people that the girls selected. So basically, for example, a guy would walk up, let's say it's Kwaku, and then they would say, okay, girls, if you're interested in Kwaku, step forward. And then if one girl stepped forward, that's whose team they would be on. But if 2 girls stepped forward, the guy got to pick between the 2 girls, which is a little bit awkward because and it happened several times where 2 girls wanted one guy and the guy picked. So I think the girls were all like good about it. I don't think any of them were like upset or they all took it very well, but that was a bit awkward because it's in front of everybody. It's not like swiping on a dating app that you get to see. Like, they don't know if you reject them.
It was like straight real life neutral.
It really was. Okay, the last thing that we'll say in this video is we're going to make a prediction just based on the first episode of each girl who they end up with.
For B, I don't know, it's kind of like a toss-up. It's going to be either Danny or it's going to be Eric. But I think one of those two is like spot on.
And then for Ellie, I feel like it's also a toss-up between Austin and then also Scott. I feel like both of them are just really guy next door. They're not going to overshadow Ellie, and I feel like they would just treat her really well. So those are our predictions for Ellie.
And then for Lauren, we definitely think Johnny. I think the whole wristband deal and the fact that she kind of signaled him out that way, made that wristband for him specifically. And they, like we said before, I feel like they bonded on a much more mature and deeper level in the beginning than like a lot more of the superficial.
But we want to hear what you guys think as well. Who are your favorites to watch? And then who do you actually think will make it far? Because sometimes those are 2 different people. So let us know in the comments below. We are so excited to chat with you there, talk about predictions. Thank you so much for watching this video. Give us a big thumbs up if you enjoyed seeing this. And if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. We will have new PROVO'S Most Eligible content coming to you every single week. So check back here always after the episode goes live. And we will have our reaction and recap of the episode up as quick as we can. It is literally past midnight right now and we're filming this. I'm gonna stay up all night editing for you guys so you can see this ASAP. But we appreciate you so much. We appreciate all of your support. Don't forget to give these 2 a follow on Instagram. They are so great. Thank you guys again so much for doing this with me. Love hanging out with you guys. And I guess we'll just see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.